You went to Alabama? You're on the Falcons. Clemson? You're on the Panthers. Oh, you went to college in California? Guess what? You're all on the same team. Let's get started. By the way, we're getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this channel, make sure you're subscribed, and you might as well hit the notification bell. So every week when I upload a new video, you're not gonna miss it. Let's start with the NFC. Honorable mention, Green Bay Packers. At quarterback, we have Russell Wilson, Melvin Gordon at running back. Defense, J.J. Watt and T.J. Watt. This team looks amazing. The problem is they don't have any good receivers. I mean, they have James White as their backup running back, and he's a really good pass catcher, so we'll move him to receiver, but that's not good enough to make it to the top 7. Number 7, Dallas Cowboys. Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes, and their backup is Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback Mahomes beat in the playoffs. Running back is Aaron Jones, Mike Evans at wide receiver. Could you imagine Mahomes having a 6'5" monster ready to jump up to the sky and catch his sidearm passes? On defense, they have Von Miller and Myles Garrett. But Myles Garrett is suspended, so their defense isn't that good. Psych! His suspension is over, so this defense is filthy. This is a contending team, and we're only on number 7. Numero 6, Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have a decision to make at quarterback. Carson Wentz or Jimmy Garoppolo. Who do you start? Probably Wentz, but since he gets injured almost every season, having Jimmy G as a backup is really valuable. Let's skip the running back. They have Adam Thielen at wide receiver, George Kittle at tight end. Bro, Carson Wentz is used to having Nelson Aguilar as his best receiver. Now he has real talent to pass the ball to. And the running back is Rex Burkhead. He's a bad running back. His hairline's even worse. They're gonna have to pass the ball the whole game. And on defense, they have one of the most feared defenders of all time, Ndamukong Suh. Yeah, he was feared like 10 years ago. Right now, he's a big soft teddy bear on that D-line. Mr. Suh, if you're watching this video, that was just a joke. Please don't hate me. Number 5, Detroit Lions. This is the most controversial team of the video. Quarterback, Tom Brady. Running back, Le'Veon Bell. And guess who his teammate is? Antonio Brown. Imagine the locker room with these guys. But here's the problem. Brady's getting old. How is this team gonna compete in a few years? The crazy thing is, Brady would be on the bench. What? Yeah, because this team also has the absolute legend, Kirk Cousins. And if you think I'm starting old man Brady over Kirk Cousins, you're out of your mind. On defense, they have Frank Clark and Jabril Peppers. This team has so much talent all over the place. If they can keep their heads cool and all be friends in the locker room, this is a sleeper team to make it to the Super Bowl. Number 4, Cleveland Browns. Ohio State is one of the best college football teams, so you know this team's about to be crazy. Forget the quarterback for now. Take a deep breath and get ready for absolute greatness. At running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Wide receivers, Michael Thomas and Julian Edelman. Tight end, Travis Kelce. So far, this is the best offense of the NFC, but their defense is on another level. Joey Bosa, Marshawn Lattimore, Bradley Roby, Denzel Ward, Malcolm Jenkins. This team is incredible. So why are they only number 4? Their quarterback is Dwayne Haskins Jr. And this season, he wasn't good, he wasn't bad, he was absolutely terrible. You give this team a good quarterback and they're top 3. So even though Ohio State football has been dominant the last few years, they haven't produced a good quarterback. Number 3, New Orleans Saints. Check this out. Dak Prescott at quarterback, who by the way had the highest QBR in the NFL, I'm just saying. Leonard Fournette, the absolute truck at running back. The wide receiver duo, two best friends, Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. This is a very good and balanced offense. On defense, they have the Honey Badger, Jamal Adams, Patrick Peterson, and Daniel Hunter. 4 Pro Bowl defenders. This team is so good, and it's only number 3. So far, all the teams have been really good, but these final 2 teams are the real Super Bowl winners. These teams are on a whole nother level. Number 2, Atlanta Falcons. Cam Newton is back at quarterback, but he's not as good as Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins. Bro, it doesn't matter. The rest of this team is insane. Their running backs are Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, and Josh Jacobs. Literally the 3 strongest running backs in the league. Every single play, they'll have a tank to run the ball. Wide receivers, Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper. Do I even need to say anything? And their tight end is OJ Howard, who's pretty good, but they might as well just move Julio Jones to tight end because they have so many good wide receivers. Wait, we only have 2 wide receivers now. They also have Calvin Ridley. There's your 3rd wide receiver. On defense, Minka Fitzpatrick, who transformed the Steelers defense, and Eddie Jackson, who transformed the Bears defense, are both here to transform the Falcons defense.
It's morphin' time! It's morphin' time! It's morphin' time!
And now we have number 1, the team that would make it to the Super Bowl for the NFC. The San Francisco 49ers. At quarterback, we have Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, the best running back in the league, wide receivers Devontae Adams and Keenan Allen, tight end Zach Ertz, who I still think is the best tight end in the league. He just got double teamed the entire season. On defense, they have Akeem Hicks. The reason this team is number 1 is Aaron Rodgers is better than Cam Newton. Christian McCaffrey is better than Derrick Henry. Zach Ertz is better than OJ Howard. The only edge the Falcons have are the wide receivers. So it's close, but the 49ers are number 1. I know it looks like these are the best teams and there's no way the AFC is better, but I'm telling you, the AFC is actually better. Watch and learn. Honorable mention, New York Jets / Giants. At quarterback, we have Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco. Let's skip the running back. Wide receivers are Stephon Diggs and Mohamed Sanu. This is where it gets exciting. Khalil Mack on defense. And if he wants to come back from retirement, Luke Kuechly. This would be the best defensive duo in the entire NFL. Their weak spot is the running back, Ty Johnson. He's like the backup of the backup on the Detroit Lions. Not that good. Number 7, Tennessee Titans. Forget the quarterback. Alvin Kamara at running back. Their wide receivers are DK Metcalf and AJ Green. 2 of the strongest athletic freaks at the wide receiver position. This team looks incredible. But their tight end is Jason Witten, who's like 43 years old and should probably retire for the 2nd time. And their quarterback is Joshua Dobbs, who is not good. I just don't know how else to put it. Number 6, LA Chargers. So the 49ers were North California. The Chargers are for South California. At quarterback, we have Jared Goff, Ty Montgomery. His wide receivers are Juju Smith, and he gets his old friend Robert Woods at receiver. Austin Hooper at tight end. And on defense, Richard Sherman, the Hall of Famer, and Michael Thomas? Wait, no, not that Michael Thomas. The other Michael Thomas. Number 5, Pittsburgh Steelers / Philadelphia Eagles. Most of these players are from Penn State College. Skip the quarterback. We have Saquon Barkley and James Conner at running back. Wide receivers, Chris Godwin, Larry Fitzgerald, and Allen Robinson. They don't have a good tight end, so we're gonna move Larry Fitzgerald to tight end. He plays more like a tight end anyways. They have the best defensive player in the NFL, Aaron Donald, and Adrian Amos on defense. But wait, who's their quarterback? The quarterback for the Steelers is Nathan Peterman. The best thing this guy has done in his career was become a meme. Number 4, Miami Dolphins. It's surprising they're only number 4 since Miami is such a big football state. But let's see who they got. Mr. 30 for 30, Jameis Winston. And if it's one of those games where he threw 4 interceptions by halftime, they have Big Ben off the bench. At running back, Dalvin Cook. Wide receiver, T.Y. Hilton. Jimmy Graham, a tight end Hall of Famer. And on defense, 2 of my favorite defenders, Jalen Ramsey and Derwin James. It's a good team, but I expected a lot more from Miami. Number 3, Indianapolis Colts. They have a decision to make at quarterback, Lamar Jackson and Drew Brees. Personally, I'm going with Lamar. Tevin Coleman at running back. Will Fuller and Golden Tate at wide receiver. It's not the best receiving core in the video, I'll admit, but when you have Lamar at quarterback, it'll work. And on defense, they have Smith, Jalen Smith, Harrison Smith, Zadarius Smith. It's Smithception. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. I also included the players from Oklahoma since Oklahoma doesn't have an NFL team, so it's a mixture of both those states. Quarterback, Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray. I'm gonna start Baker until Murray learns to throw less interceptions. Running backs, Adrian Peterson and Joe Mixon. Wide receivers, Hollywood Brown and Tyler Lockett. Tight end, Mark Andrews. This is not a flashy team on paper, but I'm telling you, Joe Mixon, Mark Andrews, these guys are so good at their positions. They just don't get a lot of big highlights, but I'm telling you, this team has the talent. On defense, Aqib Talib and Chris Harris Jr. Wait, you said the AFC was better than the NFC. What are you talking about, Greg? So far, these teams are pretty average. You're right, but the number 1 team in the AFC, in my opinion, is the best team in the entire video. Number 1, Carolina Panthers. The players from Clemson are on this team. You know this is about to go crazy. Quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Oh my goodness. Running back, Todd Gurley. Wide receivers, DeAndre Hopkins and Sammy Watkins. Tight end, Eric Ebron. This is such a good offense. But just like Clemson has the best defense in real life, this right here is the best defense in the entire league. Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore, Darius Leonard, Jadeveon Clowney, Bradley Chubb, Melvin Ingram, Vic Beasley. It's the best defense in the league. The Super Bowl would be the Panthers versus the 49ers. Which team do you think would win? Let me know in the comments. Best NFL player from each age. That was my last video. Go watch it right now. I'll put it somewhere on the screen for you to click. New video next Sunday.